In this video, we're going to talk about importing from Dynamics into Gecko. Now, there are kind of two ways of doing this. The first is if you have events, creating a link between two different events. So just simply coming into the event and saying, hey, I'd like this in Dynamics, please. Saving it and getting the event to sync will mean that we will import all of those contacts who are in the Dynamics event and put them in Gecko. There is another way of doing it, but firstly, it's important to note that we will only import the attributes which are mapped on the integrations page. So, for instance, we currently have mappings between the contacts table. These are the different attributes within the contacts table, and we're telling Gecko this is the associated Gecko contact field. So pretty straightforward, and obviously in normal language, that means if you have an email on the contacts module, put that in the Gecko email. If you have a first name, put that in the Gecko full name, first name field. If you have a mobile phone telephone number in Dynamics, put that in the Gecko telephone field. Now, whenever we import from Dynamics, we respect these fields, and these are the only fields we'll pull over. So if there are certain attributes that you're wanting, make sure you map them up ahead of time so that when that import comes in, all of the data is in Gecko that you expect to be. Now, other than events, because you may not be using events, you actually do have a really simple way of pulling data in, and we're going to access this by going to Settings and Import Data. We're going to click New Import in the top right hand corner, and rather than doing a file import, which would be a flat file or a CSV import, we can say, actually, I want to pull directly from our integration with Dynamics, please. We simply give this a title, and then we leverage Dynamics Advanced Find section, where you can predefine system views and basically any lookup that you'd like. So if there's a particular cohort of students based on any number of attributes, you can pre-configure that so you've got exactly the right group of students. Pick that and then tell Gecko, is this a one and done thing? If I hit save import, that's just simply going to pull across all of those contacts and map all of those fields as we discussed. Or if this is something that you want to happen more than once, select recurring export, and we can have this run hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. So really, really straightforward to do, really useful for schools who are looking to run certain call campaigns is where we predominantly see it, or mass texting. So if you identify your cohort on Dynamics, pull them into Gecko, text them and send them that email, and as we've already discussed, very easy to push all of that information back to Dynamics, so everything works super harmoniously.